Hello, dream travelers, and welcome to the Story Nexus. Tonight, you'll be falling asleep in a cabin in the woods, in the rain. So let's get started and have you in bed under the covers, all snuggled in for the night. Take a few deep breaths and allow yourself to just let the day fall away. This is your time to rest. This story is just for you. And imagine you're on the edge of a very dense forest. The trees are thick with leaves, and many of the trees are old and have wide trunks, densely packed. It is raining, and their leaves shelter you from most of the rain. You notice the sound of the raindrops landing on the leaves and on the wet ground below. There is a path in front of you. It leads directly to the cabin. It's not that far, but it's a nice walk. At twilight, like it is now, the sun is setting and there's a glow coming through the trees. You walk forward along the path toward your cabin destination. You can hear the sound of birds. Many of these birds will be singing all night long. The forest is home to many nocturnal birds, and they only come out at night. There is absolutely no one else around. You are perfectly safe. This part of the forest is known for protecting the dream travelers. As you walk through the wet forest, you find the sound of the rain and the chirping birds very soothing, almost meditative. You come around a bend in the pathway, and as you emerge into a clearing, you see the cabin. It's made of large, heavy tree trunks and has a large porch out front. The roof is made of tin, and you can hear the rain dance on it from where you're standing. It's wonderful and rhythmic in a natural, uneven way. You feel yourself drop a little deeper into relaxation. You decide to take a walk around the outside of this cabin. There are windows on either side. On the back side, you can see that there is a huge stone fireplace with a chimney leading up to the top. There is a small stream of smoke escaping from the top of that chimney. A fire has been lit for you. You can already feel the warmth inside this cabin. You come back to the front porch and enter through the only door in this cabin. When you swing the door open, you are hit with a wave of warmth and the smell of split pine logs. As promised, there is a huge stone fireplace at the back of this cabin, and it is lit. There is a large stack of freshly cut wood beside it. It's nice and dry, and you can keep this fire going for as long as you want. You close the door take off your boots and coat and stand in the center of this cabin. It's not huge, but it has everything you need. A solid-looking table and 2 chairs, a cupboard, and of course, there is a huge bed right near the fireplace. It sits against one wall and has layers and layers of blankets on it, and at least half a dozen very fluffy-looking pillows. The rain continues to fall on that tin roof. You can tell there's a subtle change in how it sounds from the inside than the outside. You can still hear the birds, but they're a little quieter now. The forecast is for rain all night long. There is no electricity in this cabin, so the only light is coming from the fireplace. On the table is an old-fashioned oil lamp. Next to it is a box of matches. You light one up and light the lamp. You turn it up a bit and take a closer look at the interior of this warm, cozy cabin. The interior walls look very much like the outside. Big, heavy logs, tightly together. You run your hand over top of these logs, and not the slightest bit of air is seeping through. The small windows in the cabin are made of very thick glass. The moon is high in the sky now, and it is shining a strong beam of light into the cabin, and it lands on the bed. You go over to sit on the bed and find that, as soft as it looks on the top, it's quite firm underneath and supports your weight perfectly. You lie back and prop your head up on a couple of pillows. Then you notice a huge piece of artwork hanging on the wall across from the bed. You hadn't noticed it at first. Perhaps because the colors blend in with the deep brown of the wood logs. It is a painting of the woods. In fact, it looks very familiar. There's a pathway running through it, and a cabin way in the distance. And up front is what looks to be a huge elk. Its head is raised, and it's looking forward. It has massive antlers, and it dominates the entire painting. As you stare at it, its eyes look like it's looking directly at you. You begin to realize this painting was created within this cabin. An artist must have stayed here, perhaps lived here for a time. You're aware that elk have been known to wander through this forest. And this depiction of an elk is magnificent. He is a proud, healthy-looking animal. Seeing the cabin in the distance in this painting, knowing it must be this one that you're in, like somehow this moment is absolutely perfect. It's meant to be. You right here on that bed, relaxing feeling so warm and comfortable, listening to the rain on the tin roof, knowing no one is around for miles. This cabin is all yours. Very soon, you will be ready to drift off for the rest of the night. But you want to make sure that amazing stone hearth will burn through the night. You walk over and put a few of those freshly cut pieces of wood onto the fire. It spits and crackles in return. You look up at that painting of the elk. You could swear that elk is grinning at you. You shake your head and go back to bed. This time, you get under the covers. The many covers and blankets that are on this bed. It is so warm and soothing. The sheets are crisp and clean and smell faintly of lavender. The oil lamp is next to you. You turn down the oil lamp until it's off. And now, there's nothing left except the warm glow of the fire and the elk. The golden light is dancing across that painting. You can feel the spirit of that elk embedded in that painting, as if the artist was staring right at this beautiful animal as he was painting it. A mighty elk might visit you in your dreams tonight. And if it does, it is a very good omen. Your eyes move to the flames in the fireplace. You watch them dance, feel their warmth, watch them glow. You start to notice the silence between the raindrops, between the notes of the singing birds. This is the peace of the forest. You will carry this back with you in your waking life. Until then, sweet dreams, traveler, and let it be so.